Hey everybody, just a quick non-Euro and non-Copa America video. This is another topic, but some of you might remember I talked about the OFC Oceania Nations Cup that was going on um, in the last couple of weeks. And today was the final. And unsurprisingly, New Zealand have been crowned champions of Oceania. And they did it the hard way. It took them a penalty shootout victory after a 0-0 draw with the host nation Papua New Guinea, who were not even expected to make it that far. But credit to them, on home soil, they came runners up and came very close to securing a spot at the Confederations Cup. This is the same tournament that is the reason why Tahiti played at the Confederations Cup in Brazil in 2013. But there's a new champion this time. New Zealand have won it for the fifth time in their history. Um, they were the heavy favorites going into this tournament. I predicted that they would win this tournament. I mean, most people probably thought that they were going to win this. They should have won this. I mean, the level of competition in Oceania is not very it's not very on par with that of the rest of global football. A lot of amateur and part-time players play for some national teams for the in the Pacific Island nations, like for Tahiti and Fiji and Solomon Islands and Vanuatu. And this is a competition that New Zealand really has no excuse not to win every 4 years. But surprisingly, they don't win every 4 years. So it tells you that there is at least some, decent competition in these kind of tournaments. So that's pretty much it. The reason why this is big news for New Zealand is because they have now qualified for the Confederations Cup in 2017, next year. And it's funny because they will be playing alongside Australia, who are the Asian champions. And these two countries are neighbors, and maybe there's a chance that they all get drawn in the same group. There's only two groups, Groups A and B. There are only 8 teams at the Confederations Cup. Each of them are the champions of their continent and their confederation. 6 champions of continents, plus the host nation, plus the world champions. That makes 8 teams. We now know the identity of 6 teams competing. Australia as the Asian champions, Germany as the world champions, Russia as the host, Chile as last year's Copa America champions, Mexico as the CONCACAF Gold Cup champions, and now New Zealand as the champions of the weakest confederation in football, Oceania. So congratulations to the All Whites. Looks like we're going to be seeing Middle Earth play at the Cup next summer. I make the joke when I say Middle Earth because first thing that comes to mind when I think of New Zealand is mountainous hiking areas and Lord of the Rings, because that's where they filmed a good portion of the trilogy. Very beautiful country, a lot of great scenes of nature, and you don't really think of football right away when you think of New Zealand. I think of rugby. The rugby team, the All Blacks, are 2-time consecutive rugby world champions. And so soccer's kind of like a secondary sport in New Zealand. Nicknames are the All Whites. But you know what, guys? The All Whites are all right because New Zealand, here's a little bit of trivia for you. New Zealand were the only country at the 2010 World Cup who did not lose a single game. They were eliminated in the group stage, but they tied all 3 of their group games, putting on a respectable performance. So, they could perform. They could show up at the Confederations Cup, do some damage, maybe get a shock victory or two. So far, though, it's not really expected, but you never know with the All Whites. So, that's it. Congratulations to New Zealand for qualifying for Confederations Cup and being crowned the new champions of Oceania. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, Share your feedback. What do you think of New Zealand's coronation as the new champion? What are your expectations for them at the Confederations Cup next summer? And as always, guys, I'll see you later today with reactions to Group B matches at the European Championship and a look ahead to Group A action of the Copa America. Peace out.